everybody. I'm putting a shirt on. That way you all won't get mad at me. Ah, hello. I hope everybody had a good Friday. No matter if it's Friday the 13th. I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary. I had a good day. Went to Charlestown, went to the grocery store, saw a good looking foxy lady today. Oh Lord, we talked maybe 10, 20 minutes. And she moved from Kentucky to over here in Indiana, probably late 20s, early 30s, somewhere in there. A very polite lady, you know. But it's okay. She made my day, you know. And I got to turn my TV down because of the audio in the background. They get me for it on YouTube. I want to thank the new subscribers. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for helping me get my watch hours up where I can get monetized. I'm about 102 away from 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank you all very much. And I took some trash out, fed the cats at supper time, and tomorrow's Saturday. Uh, Gone to the sale barn. Hello, Sherman Stick. Welcome back. Yeah. Hello, Colby Brewster. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I thank you all that comes up here and help this old man out. You know, I'm 71 plus years old. Medical problems, 4 heart attacks, diabetes, arthritis, back problems, and I don't know what else. And I thank you all very much for being my family. You're the closest thing I got to a real family. Yeah, God loves me too. God loves you too, Colby. And, you know, I did buy some Colby cheese today. You know, I wish I could have found out what car this good looking girl drive. But she went through the self checkout and I went through the line where you had to pay. I know she's a union person because where her job is, she makes $30 to $50 an hour where she works at. I'm going back maybe 10 to 15 years ago. That's okay. That's okay. Your mom is pretty nice to let you use her account. I appreciate your mom. Always tell your mom that you love her before she goes to sleep or before she goes to work. Anything can happen to us people. We could die in our sleep or a drive-by shooting. Thank you for the hearts. You can drive by, start shooting in the houses, or you can get in a car wreck. Always tell your loved ones you love them. Even if you're in school, you tell your parents you love them. Because if something happens, they knew that you told them you love them. And same thing for your parents. Now, I got some good moderators. Hello, Bobby K. Thank you. God bless you, Bobby K. That's my a-hole brother's name. He's an a-hole. And I don't want to go through what he done to me, but the guy upstairs will take care of me the way he done me and the way he done my mother. And you know, you know, after I left the grocery store and we went over to Taco Bell, I said I should ask her if she got on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. I didn't do that. I was just so nice to talk to a good. Hello, Jessica. Welcome. Welcome. You all be nice. My moderators is popping in here. I leave it up to my moderators, put you in timeout, you know. And and Jessica is a nice lady. I'm gonna say she's young. She's younger than me, so that makes her young. She knows all the terms that you younger people. I know you was here yesterday. That's how come I made you a moderator after watching some of your videos. But like I tell you all, any of your kids that's on here, don't tell me your age. I don't want to know your age. It's going okay, 709. It's going okay. I fell in love again at a good looking girl at the grocery store. Probably late 20s, 30s, I would say. She makes over, I'm going to say $40 an hour, because where she works at, which I'm not going to say. Oh, but she lives in Clark County. She lives kind of southeast of me. I guess that's the right direction, southeast. And I went out, pick up some of my garbage that the wind blew out of my brush pile. And yeah, the tomcat was on the prowl today. We talked maybe 10, 20 minutes. That surprised me. Usually 5 minutes is all you can talk, but you know, I said, I see you like Big Red. And she said, yeah. I said, my brother usually bought 2 to 5 cases of Big Red a day. I said, it's in bottles, not cans. And he would drink one when he got up, drink one on the way to work. And when it was his lunchtime, he would drink a Big Red. On the way home, he would drink Big Red. For supper, he would drink Big Red. You know, he loved his Big Red. I'd probably drink. Thank you for the hearts, people. You know, and I like my Pepsi Zero. I said, I told her, I said, I appreciate you drinking Big Red. And I told her a few things about my brother and where he used to work at. And she was real polite. She, she was from Kentucky, moved over here in Indiana, I say, maybe 4 years ago, I think she said. But I should ask her if she got a YouTube. See, Jessica, that's how come I'm on YouTube. You all is my family. The closest thing I got to a family. You know, like I know my son lives with me because his house burnt. He almost died in that house fire. And, you know, I talk to him whenever he's up. But since he got arthritis so bad, the medicine that he takes, he probably sleep 90% of the time. And all I got to talk to is my kitty cat and you all. And I love having you all on my YouTube channel. And like I say, you moderators, if a kid put their birthday on it, delete the comment or tell them for them to delete it and put them at the cheapest timeout. I don't know if it's 5 minutes, 30 seconds, or put them in timeout at the low end. You know, but explain to them, please don't put your age on here because of the stranger danger. You know, I know I got a whole lot of kids on here because they're on here with their parents or their guardian. That's what that's how it is. Everybody follow has to follow the rules. And you know, like I said, I'm glad I got on here because God wants me to get on here. No, War hasn't been on here. I wonder if War. Okay, hello, Ducky. You know, War hasn't been on here for a while. He could be out making his videos or something like that. But War, he's probably busy making videos. Let's see what. Oh, remember, people, keep keep it PG on here. I might be a old man. A doctor? No, he hasn't been on here either. And you know, 'cause I got young people on here. People, I want everything PG. Well, I got Margaret in here. Let's see. There's Margaret right here. Over in the window, there's Kathy. The rest of them, uh, see, Alex is probably in the bathroom in the clothes basket. Wildcat's probably in the kitchen somewhere. Wildcat, the reason I named her Wildcat, when it was a baby, found her in a ditch. And I thought maybe Wildcat was a wildcat. And I just want you all, hello, buddy, don't eat your own egg. Like I say, some of your people using terms that I don't know anything about. Thank you for the heart. That I don't know what they mean. But I got people in here that knows all the terms you all use. And you got to be careful because, like I said, I do have ladies on here. I have kids on here with their parents and their guardian, which that's the rules. And I got to protect them. It protects me by me running my YouTube channel good. I'm glad I got off here last night when I did because I was using my data. Guess what? I guess the story is that the cell tower went down, because I was using my data. Because with the internet that I have, it's Spectrum. You never know when they're going up or down. And it's always the East Coast, which Spectrum is part of Charter. And there's Spectrum, Charter. I forget who the third one is. So I go to data sometimes or use the Wi-Fi. And tonight I'm using Wi-Fi. And and also, people, don't forget, next time you go visit somebody in the hospital, thank a nurse for their service. think a nurse for the service because the nurses is always the front line. They see you before a doctor does. They take your temperature, blood pressure, everything else, and they write it all down. But if I remember right, Jessica, you're from Kentucky. And this good looking girl I saw today, she moved from Kentucky to over here in Indiana. And she's a very nice, young, polite lady. I'm going to say in her late 20s, early 30s, somewhere in there. I could be wrong. She has a nice job, making 30 to $50 an hour. I appreciate talking to this young lady, but I still kind of chicken. Hello, Mike Drake, Duke Drake, and I appreciate talking to people. And I should ask her if she was on YouTube, but I forgot. I'm not on Facebook, so it leaves that out. So, but I do appreciate talking to her and her being a real polite lady. And like, when you always come on YouTube, you do your YouTube channel, it always says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. You got YouTube guidelines and you got my guidelines. That's how I run my YouTube channel. Everything's PG. And Jessica, I know you're a new moderator, but like 709 and Joanne and Doctor and the other one, they know that I'm not supposed to get upset because of my 4 heart attacks. The last one put me in the hospital. That was in 17, I think it was. I forget when in 17, but I spent about 2 weeks in the hospital, and them nurses was great to me. And I want to thank those nurses for doing a great job at the old KMC hospital, which closed because some of the doctors uh, put pacemakers in that didn't need pacemakers. They got time in prison, like my heart doctor. He got 42 months in federal prison. He died in prison, and but they caught him before he got to me. And I heard rumors that he was dead, so I tapped his name in. Sure enough, he was dead, and he died in prison because his 42 months wasn't up. And when I was taking the trash out, using my rake to rake everything up in the pile, I look at my yard. I'm going to have to raise my lawnmower up and cut some of my backyard. Whatever I can cut in 10 minutes, people, I cut and I stop. Because you people, you know people who had heart attacks and stroke, not supposed to push a lawnmower because of their heart condition. But with God's help, people, I hope to get a new ride lawnmower. You said, why new? Because of the warranty. Because if it breaks down, I can't afford to fix it. I like to have a zero turn. Because those zero turns are 60 to 65 inches or bigger. 60 inches would be okay. When I had a friend come over and cut it last year, it took him about 10 to 15 minutes to cut an acre of my grass. And we grew up together. We used to drag race together, go to the drag strip, drink alcohol together. We done everything except drugs. He wasn't into drugs, if I remember. But he's a good person. Got a good wife. Hi from Pakistan. Welcome, my friend. Pretty kitty cat you got there for a picture. Thank you for the kitty cat there. I love kitty cats. I had dogs growing up, but I hate kitty cats. And my dogs always loved the kitty cat. And they slept together, and they dog usually protect the cat. But when I was taking care of my mom, we had this raccoon. He was old. He was living in the garage and in the car I had in the garage. He took care of the cat. He was the cat protector. And if a dog came through the yard and that raccoon was out there, he would chase a dog away. And I've never seen it before, but he was a good pet raccoon. I could pick him up, pet him. He'd get up here and sit here until one of the neighbors called the city dog catcher. He wasn't hurting anybody. He did get in the garbage can. He was more of a pet. And that dog catcher told me that year he caught 15 raccoons. And it came, I guess they came out of the cemetery in the woods, but they was pets. They wasn't hurting anybody. They wasn't getting in people's garbage cans like they do. You know, I loved them. Everybody got their own religion. You know, it's all gods. You know, Islam is also a god. Catholic, Jews, it's all God. And God helps everybody, no matter what country you're from or what religion you're from. God helps everybody. Hey, Wad, Rod Wayne, Pat, I just subscribed to your channel to help you out. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right there. You know, Jesus sent his son. Jesus died for us. And, you know, I believe in God 24/7. You know, I know some people go to the church or the Muslim churches or Catholic churches. There's some people only believes in God when they're in church. As soon as they walk out the door, the devil takes them back over. That's what I believe, because I've seen it. Because that's my brother. He only believes in God. Hello, Yoakum. Yes, I got my socks on. I got my shorty socks on, and I got my faith in the God 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. If that wasn't, if you go back to a video, people, that's true. We are responsible for our screw ups, but God and Jesus forgives us. He gives us a second chance. So people, don't blow your second chances, because there's over billions of people on this planet. Jesus and God is only two people. There's people out there praying to God every day to help them. It takes time. Because when you got over 2 billion people on this planet, it's going to take a while. But don't give up on God. God has not given up on you all. And some people says I shouldn't talk about God on my YouTube channel because you will lose subscribers, but there's a YouTuber, God rest his soul, God rest his soul. He's in heaven, and it's JBG Travelers. And I don't know if you watch JB Travelers or not. He was a truck driver from the Philippines, and he always talked about God on his YouTube channel. He read verses out of the Bible on his YouTube channel. That's where I got the idea to talk about God because of Johnny B. Good. Hello, Michael. Welcome back. And I watched him for a long time before I even started doing live stream. I watch a whole lot of people's YouTube channels to see what I like to do. I don't have the gas money to do what RD on the scene, white t-shirt media, all those people in Bakersfield, California. I can't get out like they do and get good videos like they do. Or Ward Pardon and what he does and Doctor Who. I can't get out like those people. Yeah, I remember. I might be old, but I remember Michael. You know, I remember that. I might be old. I do forget things. As my ex-wife, Foxy Ladies, there's a whole lot of Foxy Ladies on here. So I do forget things. That's natural. I was getting th- I forgot things when I was 30 years old, and the doctor said what I had was inherit Alzheimer's. I didn't know you can inherit Alzheimer's. That's how come I write everything down on the calendar or a notebook where I can remember what I'm supposed to do. Doctor's appointment, grocery store, payday, bills. I write it all down where I can remember. And house payments. But it comes out of my account, so I don't have to worry about that. But some of you people that lives here in the USA, maybe other countries, if they got this program, they got a program in here in the USA for first-time home buyers. It's a government person. They call it USDA. USDA, which it's farmers too. They help out. But USDA for first-time home buyers, you know, is it's based on your income. It's based on your income, and you know, some house payments are run anywhere from $200 up to $2,000 a month. It depends what's your income. And USDA, what they consider income, if you work, Social Security, food stamps counts as income. If you get paid cutting people's yard, counts as income. Child support, alimony, that's all counts as income. You have to, show them. And they also, USDA wants, say, if you pay a water bill and a sewer bill, they want 12 months of you paying your water and sewage bill on time every month. Your electric bill or your gas bill, they want 12 months of that. So, to help you out on your credit. And if you rent a house, make sure you have your receipts where you pay your rent payments. And I've been told now that the landlords is supposed to report your house, your rent on your credit report. Some of them does it, some of them don't. Why, I don't know. Maybe it's too complicated. But if you first home buyers, if you're going to buy your house, I would say to go to USDA. You're gonna have to take a first time home buyers class, or you can do it on the internet. You gotta make six, I think 65% on a test when you do it online. If you can find a place that give you a first time home buyers course and you can do it in person, you get more out of it and doing it on the internet. You can ask questions. It's probably an 8 hour course, if I remember right. That's what mine was. An 8 hour course. They had banks, they had insurance companies talk about homeowners insurance. You do have to pay your first year of homeowners insurance on your house. And they also got what they call uh, what they call it, warranty deed or insurance deed. Well, I forget what they call it. It protects you. You pay at the time I done it was $125, and if somebody was to dispute your property lines, this or that, you have this house warranty or whatever they call it. Women drivers, they're pretty good, you know. They're getting better. When I was young, women drivers wasn't that good. Now you got women truck drivers. I trust them women truck drivers more than I do the men truck drivers. I have rode along the highway in my 18 wheeler behind them because I couldn't keep up with them. And they was pretty good truck drivers. They can park them trailers better than some men when they back up to a dock. And I gotta give them credit. They're good truck drivers. Like my cell phone, maybe like your old cell phone. If you're driving, your cell phone goes in a mode that you cannot receive phone calls, you can't make phone calls, you can't text, you can't receive text, which that's what my phone does, and I like it. And if you don't leave me a voicemail, the people who got my phone numbers, I consider that as spam. And I know there's people out there that don't like to leave voicemails. I try to get Foxy Ladies to call me, knowing she knows my phone number. She knows my email. You know, if she's on Facebook, she can PM her stepson, and then my son will show me, and I said, "Yeah, that's her. Thank you for the hearts." And there'll be certain questions I have him put to her that only her and I would know. That way I know who she is. I give her my phone number. I don't give my phone number out to anybody. Some of my moderators got my phone number, which I don't tell you who they are. Sometimes they text and say, "You going live tonight?" or stuff like that, which I appreciate those moderators. Hello, Carl Van Gaston. Welcome. Yeah, I remember the name. But people, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me the thumbs up. I got one idiot that keeps giving me the thumbs down, which I think I know who that female is. That's okay. When I blocked her, I didn't, or YouTube blocked her. I don't know who blocked her. And I stopped getting my thumbs down. But thumbs down really don't mean anything. And I still wish I had a good laptop. I could be on my laptop hooked up to the what do you call it, Cat 8, whatever it is, to it. You don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. Then I could use StreamYard, put other videos in it, or use my GoPro and upload the video to my computer. And you younger people, which is smart. I've seen a whole lot of people who use StreamYard and OBS and Prison Live Studio, a bunch of others, that before they come live, they have an introduction. I'm not that smart enough to figure out, like, I don't use anything on there on my hair. I keep my hair short because I used to have hair down to my belt, to my waist when I was younger. I see the USA deployed B-1, B-2s, and all that to Iran. The one popped up. But people, I wish we was out of it. I wish we didn't get involved in it. Look at the price of gasoline. I was watching a YouTube. What's his name? Eli Roder. Yoder, Yoder, an Amish who's a truck driver. And he was at a truck stop today, and a gallon of diesel fuel was $5 and something. Now you see why the food in the grocery store is so high. The food don't cost that much, but the diesel fuel that brings it to the grocery store has to pay for the fuel that the truck driver brings to you. That's why the grocery store food is so high. Everything's high. Because the truck drivers have to pay $5 or so a gallon. When I drove a truck, a gallon of diesel fuel was about $1, and a quarter. Now look what it is. Around here, it's almost $4 a gallon. And it's up to you younger people. I know your mom and dad need the gasoline to go to work, pay their house payment, their rent, their automobile insurance, their car payment. You need the money. Back when gas went up a penny or 2 pennies, we complained about it, and the next day it went back down. There's no reason, people, for gas to shoot up 30 to 50 cents a gallon in one day. It's up to your younger people to stop it. You know, those electric cars, they might be good, but if you live like in the East Coast where it's cold, you know what cold would do to a gasoline battery? It drains the crap out of it if it gets down to the single digit. What do you think an electric vehicle would do if the temperature was 0 degrees or 5 degrees or 5 degrees below zero? What do you think it'd do to the batteries in those electric cars? Just think about it. I know your younger people is very smart. You're very smart. But it's up to your younger generation to help out. Okay, let's see if I get that right. Nana Levin, Levin. Hello. I keep my hair short because I don't see how women with long hair. I don't know. Maybe I subscribe to you. I don't. Why are you on my page? This is my YouTube channel. I'm just gonna say hello, Dixon. Some of my moderators don't like that, giving a shout out. I don't care. Hello, Zoe. That's pretty good in that picture you got of that Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say a state highway. I see you like Mountain Dew, Gab owners. Yeah, I see you like Mountain Dew. That's I can drink one Mountain Dew. It's not bad. I drink Pepsi Zero. Since you're a Mountain Dew fiend, have you ever tried that Mountain Dew Zero? Since I don't like Mountain Dew, I only drink maybe one Mountain Dew a month. I drink that Mountain Dew Zero. It tastes icky, but I notice if you like Coke and drink Coke Zero, I know Diet Coke, but I don't like the taste of those diet soft drinks. And I drink Pepsi Zero because no sugar in it. I think I drink too many. Oh, I like it. I see that one there, Zoe. You got 865 views of that pretty, pretty orange kitty cat. And let's see if I can turn around and show you my orange kitty cat. See, there's my orange kitty cat. That's that's Kathy. That's Kathy. You could say Kathy has two daddies. Because in his face, he looks like Tiger. He was an a-hole. Oh, it's not your cat? Okay. I'll look at some of the videos later. You know, hello, Sparky. Hey, that reminds me of your name, Sparky. Back in 73, 74, somewhere, my father-in-law's name, when he was on the CB radio, was Sparky. And the mother-in-law went by, I think, Grandma Sam. And the ex-wife went by Texaco Girl or something like it. But I'm going back to the 70s. I love kitty cats. People say, why don't you get a doggy? Well, having an inside dog is just like a baby waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get fed. For some reason, a doggy wants to go outside and use the bathroom at 2 o'clock in the morning. No, the kitty cats, all you have to do is get a cat box. You know, dogs is good. Believe in your dogs. Your animals, people, if you got dogs or cats, they know when you feel bad. They know when you're sick. And if you're a girl, a dog will protect you from your boyfriend. They know if he is good. Pay attention, pay attention to your animals. They're protecting you from whoever. Even the kitty cat does the same thing. I know there's people that got pet raccoon, pet skunk, pet squirrels, chickens, roosters, cows, donkeys. They protect you. Listen to your animals. Listen real close. What kind of other dogs you got? I had a German Shepherd. His name was Charlie. The ex-wife got him when she was working in a nursing home. And those people that the ex-wife was taking care of, she only sold them to police departments. And Charlie was a good dog. You know, you couldn't raise your voice at your kid because he would try to bite you. And like he did to my other ex-wife, she was pregnant with my son back there then. And he wouldn't let me get in bed with her. He knew she was pregnant before I did, or she did. Animals is very smart. Dogs, cats, whatever you got, they're very smart. Listen to your dog. If they act strange in the house, if they start barking in the closet or underneath the bed, or pay attention. There's something they letting you know. You can have an electric box getting ready to short out, or somebody underneath your house trying to get into you, or they barking at a window. They're there to protect you. And your ladies who's pregnant, if you got cats and dogs, let them know. Yeah, I subscribe to random people sometimes. I watch their videos. I see how many subscribers they got. 'Cause I haven't forgot where I came from. People help me to get where I'm at now. And I'm here to help you all out to get your subscribers up, to help you get your watch hours up. That's what God wants me to do. Help you to get every. I'm up to 890, 898, 99 somewhere. It'll change after tonight. I usually get most of my subscribers when I'm live. I don't think to get to 800 and something, it took me over a year. But it depends on your videos, your content. Sometimes you play video games. There's people that love video games. Or you see a car wreck. You videotape a car wreck or a house fire. You know, and if you do police videos, stay back. Don't get in their face. Give them their space. Don't ask them questions. Just stay back. I've done that quite a few times. I done a couple of wrecks last year. One person died in the car wreck. It was on I-65 at the 23.5 mile marker. Two SUV, an old couple and a young family. And people, I've seen it. If you're in the car wreck, if it's not on fire, stay in your vehicle until the EMTs or the fire department can get to you and get you out of it. Like this old man and his old wife got out, walked around, and I filmed it. Once he fell down, I got away from it because he had a heart attack and died at the scene. Because you can get hit in the butt in a car wreck, and your neck could go like that. Don't get out. Let the EMT put a neck brace on you, get you out, 'cause you'll live longer. 'Cause your neck can go. You can hurt your neck when you get hit. How the heck do UNC pull up YouTube Live? Okay, when you come to YouTube, you bring YouTube up. This is on my cell phone. I think you got a plus on it. You hit plus, then you have to put in your description, what you're going to do, the not made for kids. Then you go live, then it starts doing its thing. Or another way to get around YouTube, if you're on your cell phone, you can use Prison Live Studio. You have to download Prison Live Studio app on your cell phone. Then you put in the ad like YouTube or Facebook, whatever you want to do. Or if you got the money, you got a computer, you type in StreamYard on your search engine on a computer. You get 5 hours for the month. They used to give you 30 days, but they cut that out. Now they give you, I think, 5 hours. And if you want to learn about StreamYard, I can tell you some of the people that use StreamYard, like um, the expert, the rabbit, his wife, MG Law, the umbrella guy, Megan Fox. They all use StreamYard. You can bring people into your studio. That's StreamYard. It costs you probably $40 to $50 a month. They're 59. Well, if you go to, I guess, your store, whatever it is, on a computer, see if you can download YouTube to your computer. Most computers, you can do it, but I'm not smart on your computers. You know, you want the kind of what I've been told, if you're going to do stuff on YouTube and play games, you need what they call a gaming computer. You need from what I've been told, at least, hello, happy Pride of the month, is you need at least 1 gigabyte of hard drive. And you need at least 1 gigabyte of hard drive. You need a good graphics card. You need, what, 8 to 16 gigs of RAM or memory, whatever you call it. I don't know if you on Twitch or not. There's a bunch of young people on Twitch. They play a whole bunch of games and they tell you. You tell them what you like to do with a computer. But don't do like I did a year ago. Go to Amazon, buy a laptop through a third party. Which, if you go to Amazon and you see the third party PC online, stay away from anybody who's a third party computers. because it's Walmart, Amazon, and Nugi, N-E-W-G-G. They sell third-party computers by PC Online. Stay away from PC Online. If you don't believe me, type into your search engine. Type in PC Online. But and you scroll down after you type in PC Online, and scroll down to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, and you click on that, you see over 200 complaints about PC Online. They say it's a new computer. It's not a new computer. It's a refurbished computer, or they buy a computer and upgraded it. That's what they did on my computer. It was HP computer 17.1 touchscreen, I think, 1 gigabyte, now I think 16 gigs of RAM, a good graphics card. Since they updated it, your younger people should know this, it voids the warranty. They sell Dell computers, they sell HP computers, they sell, what's it, Lenovo, Lenovo computers. They sell every type. They upgraded it. If you was going to buy your a new computer, if you got it, go to Best Buy where you can pick it up right there. Not third party. Stay away from it. You maybe get the extra warranty. Cause I got took by Amazon. And that's the truth, people. I got the computer in February of last year. By June, it stopped. They got what they put on it. Your younger people know what ransomware is. They put on McAfee antivirus. You know, you can always X out or hit the escape button to get out of any program. But when McAfee popped out, you could not X out. You couldn't hit the escape button. The way to get around it, you hit like you're going to buy it. Then you can X out. After doing it so many times, it shuts your computer off. And I got that ransomware virus on. And I wasn't going to pay for it. I got an $800 computer sitting in my drawer that I cannot use. It won't charge. I tried different chargers for it. Took it to somebody. They said, you got ransomware on it. Especially when I told them about PC Online. They said they're good for it. So, and I miss not being on a laptop. Back in my younger days, I won't. There used to be TV show on TV. Maybe it was on cable. They call it Tech TV and Screensavers. You can type it into your YouTube channel. Screensavers and Tech TV with Leo Report. And they showed you how to build, when it was on TV, a desktop computer from scratch. The motherboard, the hard drive, the power supply, the graphics card, everything. And just be wary where you go to buy your computer. If it's third party on computers, stay away from them. There's nothing I can do. HP won't fix it. even if it's under warranty. But since PC Online upgraded it, it voided the warranty. But in my book, people, it makes HP look bad. It makes him look bad. I've been fussing about my computer for a year on my YouTube channel, trying to educate you all. They, like I said, they sell HP computers, Dell computers, and every kind of computer that's out there on the market. Stay away from PC Online. Amazon, Walmart, and Newgee, N-E-W-G-G. Their third-party computer is PC Online. I saw Walmart had a good laptop, and I saw third-party who it was. No way I'd do it again. No way. If I could make payments of $30 a month on a new computer, I would. I like to get a desktop because I can change the RAM in it, the hard drive, the graphics card, the motherboard, the power supply. I could do it all myself. But because I watch that Tech TV and Screensavers, they showed you how to do it. You know, and my Dell computer, good afternoon, moon, by my Dell desktop I had with that big monitor they had back there then. I watched Tech TV and Screensavers. As today's standards, it would be called a gaming computer. They didn't have a gigabyte of hard drive. I think the highest one they had was 500. Well, my computer is in a drawer. There's no use to let it sit out there. I keep it in the drawer, hoping the HT computer people would send me a new one since they got my address and all this. Maybe I can file a complaint with Better Business Bureau, and it all come back to PC Online. You know, Better Business Bureau can't do anything, but it tells it how bad they are. HP won't do nothing. It makes me mad. If I was a CEO or a board member or a stockholder and I was told about this by being on YouTube and how they treated me, I'd be kind of PO at HP. Okay, I'll check you after I get off. Moontime. I just subscribed to you. Now you got 12 subscribers. And it's up to your younger people who's computer smart to help us older people out. To ask us, what do you need a computer for? Are you going to play games? Are you going to do live streams on YouTube or whatever? And are you going to edit your videos? You tell them everything that you want to do. They tell you 1 gigabyte of hard drive. That's what I call a hard drive. I think they call it something else. What kind of graphics card to get, what kind of RAM you need. You know, that's what I did. I don't have Switch on my cell phone because I got an iPhone, and that's thanks to them people on Twitch and here on YouTube. Say when you buy a cell phone, you don't want to get 64. You want to get 128 or 512 or bigger because a cell phone is just like a computer or a smart TV. You have to update your apps on your cell phone, and it's going to take away from your 64 or whatever. So you all younger people needs to educate us old people on your YouTube channel. Your younger people say, you're older people. If you're going to play games on your computer, or if you're going to do live stream on your computer, or you're going to edit your so- videos, educate us. Tell this is what you need on your computer. Because us old people like me, I'm 71 plus years old. They did not have computers when I was young. They didn't even, I think my first computer was a Commodore 64 with a tape drive and your floppy disk drive, and like it gave you a book to, I guess, what was it, type in DOS? Because there's this one I had on my Commodore 64 that can calculate your speed, so many feet, the distance. It can tell you how fast you're going. Like the state police here in Indiana, maybe the state police in your state used to what they use VAS cars. And you see on the interstate those big white lines on the side of the road where helicopters can look at them. They know how long it takes from one white line to the next. And people, let's don't have no gay stuff because that'll get you in timeout. We just we don't go for no gay stuff because there is kids on here, there's ladies on here that don't believe in that stuff, and you mention gay stuff, it's going to start a fight, it's going to start an argument. So there's no gay stuff allowed on here, and we don't allow it. I'm sorry, but you got a 10-minute timeout. If you come back and do it again, it'd be maybe 30 minutes timeout, or an hour timeout, or 24-hour timeout. And I try to keep everything PG on here because of the sweet ladies we got on here and the young kids on here that the parents or the guardians with them. They know I don't allow it. I could let you all do all kinds of stuff, get my watch hours up, get my subscribers up, but I'm thinking of the ladies on here. They don't they don't want that stuff. And I don't care about politics. I'm 50-50. I'm half Democrat. I'm half Republican. When it comes to the primary, I vote Democrat, only for certain ones. When it comes to November, I vote for whoever I want to. Like when it comes to November here in Indiana, they ain't gonna be no Republicans in the state house. They done made me PO. So those people in Indianapolis who's a Republican, I'm gonna vote for Democrat. And for sheriff here, hello, for sheriff here in Clark County, Indiana, I'm gonna vote for Ed Bars for sheriff of the Clark County Sheriff's Department. I'm not getting paid for it. He's a retired federal agent. You got other people that's running, Democrat and Republican, who is just police officers. I can't go for that. I want somebody like Ed Bars who cares about the people of Clark County. Clark County, Indiana is so crooked. Politician, your commissioner, your sheriff. If you don't believe me, people, go back on YouTube. Type in Jamie Knoll. He's serving time at Indiana prison for stealing over $3 million from the taxpayers of Clark County. The jail commissary fund, fire department, New Chapel Ambulance Service, and other people that he stole money from. His number two in command, who's the sheriff, done the same thing. He said he's the one that turned Jamie No in. Scotty Maple, you're a blankety blank liar. You did no such thing. For public safety, Chris Ryder turned Jamie No in for his corruption. Don't take credit for nothing you did not do. You lied. You worse off than Jamie No. I see you transport stolen stuff in back of a trailer with an SUV pulling it and a sheriff vehicle in front of it. The SUV was a police vehicle with lights and sirens in it between Charlestown and New Washington. And I know what was in it because people was watching you. And you're crooked. And the way you done Sergeant Tom Higdon, you lost 2,000 votes. You ain't going to win the primary. Not the people of Henryville, Underwood, Sellersburg, and other places. You done made them mad. Your police merit board said you was wrong. You lied under oath to the merit board, which to me, when you lied, when you're under oath, your butt should be in jail. You got sworn in to tell the truth, and you sit there and lie. I watched the video. You sit there and lied. You even got a deputy on your sheriff's department. His son is a sex offender. I don't see his name on the sex offender register. So why is it, Scotty Maple, that this deputy's son ain't on the sex offender list? See, people, that's how come Clark County is so crooked. Scotty Maple is taking credit for turning in Jamie No. That's a big fat lie. People go to YouTube, type in for public safety, and Chris Ryder and Tiffany, and you see all the videos that goes back over 4 years where Chris Ryder had complained and showed how crooked everything he done. Scotty Maples didn't turn him in for public safety did, and that's a fact. If you don't believe me, go to for public safety and watch his video. It goes back over 4 years. Now he's dealing with something in Meade County, Kentucky, with JJ, who's a crooked jail guard. And that judge down there in Meade County violate Chris's First Amendment rights where he can't talk about. What's wrong with that stupid judge in Meade County, Kentucky? You cannot violate the First Amendment rights. The U.S. Supreme Court said you cannot do that. Because it was tried in other states, in Florida, and the judge overruled that judge. You can't violate anybody's First Amendment rights. So, you know, I've been on here an hour, almost 2 hours. I make it 2 hours. I hope you all Friday the 13th went pretty good today. And I love all your ladies on here. I wish some of your ladies is over 18, but but I love talking to you all people. You're my family. Some of you live too far away. There's one that lives south of me about 50 miles, or that might be the one I saw in the grocery store because she was from Kentucky but lived here in Indiana about 4 years. And she's a sweet young lady. And like I say, I appreciate you all. You're my family. You help me out. I tell you things, and you come back with good replies. God bless you for it. You all keep me want to live. You help me out. Your foxy lady keeps me going. And this one foxy lady. Do you love me? Are you willing to spend a night with me? Answer that question, foxy lady. I'm here with over probably 1,000 people watching. Answer the question. Do you love me after we've been divorced? Would you spend the night with me or are you a chicken? And I don't want you to fuss about my dirty house because I know how you are on a dirty house. Mine is dirty. And, I can only do so much, foxy ladies. My health won't let me do some things. And I got kitty cats. So you can't be allergic to kitty cats. If you don't mind sharing the bed with the kitty cats. Because they do keep me company. They let me know if there's something wrong with me. There's something I got to tell the doctor the next time I go to the doctor. I'm hoping that's not what I think it is. Because I know your ladies, you know how to give yourself the check for breast cancer. But us men was never taught what your women was taught by your mothers about breast cancer. But I'm not going to get into it because they're getting out of the PG range. So I have to wait until the next time I go to the doctor, and probably the doctor had set me an appointment up at another doctor. You know, you know, that's kind of worried me. My cat let me know that there's something wrong. And I trust my kitty cat. Just like when I fell off of the porch over over 15 weeks ago. When I came to after I got home from the hospital, knock on wood, I was okay. But all five of my kitty cats, if I got here in the house, they're always in bed. Some sleeping by my shoulder, some sleeping up by my neck, you know, by my back. They know I was hurt. They was keeping an eye on me. Trust your animals. I took my medicine. I take my vitamins in the morning time. I take my other 10 or 15 pills at night time. I took at about 8 o'clock. So that means I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. And I want to thank all your foxy ladies out there. That's what I did. I got that 50s and over, what they call it, Century vitamins, multiple vitamins for 50 and over. And I do sleep a little bit better. I do feel a little bit better. I woke up today about 10 o'clock. And Kathy, the orange kitty cat, if I'm not up by 9 or 10 o'clock, he comes up kind of smacks me on the face. I don't mind her smacking me on the face, long as, hello, Anna. Good evening, my friend. Welcome. And Kathy, she wants to bring her claws out. And those claws is like razor blades. Oh, that makes me mad when she does it. 'I got a shirt on. I got a shirt on. It's a t-shirt. And I got a shirt on. You blind as a bat? Look at that. I got a shirt on. That means you blind. For scare mad, since you use a cuss word, you get a 10-minute timeout. Like I said, people, there's no cussing on here. And that word, put the F shirt on. I got a shirt on. And I don't allow no bad words on my channel. Because people, I keep telling you all, I got ladies on here. I got kids with their parents and guardian on here. I don't allow no cussing, no gay stuff, no hate crimes, no fighting words. I don't allow that. So you got time out for using the F word. I'm sorry, people, but I do not allow bad words on my YouTube channel. I don't care what other people's allowed on their channel, but my channel, there's no bad cussing words on here. That's why it scared me got time out for the F word. And I'm sorry, but people has watched my videos. You know that I don't allow bad words or gay stuff on my channel or fighting words. So you got time out for I think 10 minutes. The time you come back on, I'll be off the air. But I want to thank you all, beautiful family. It's on here, your ladies, and my moderators, especially my new moderator. And thank you for being the good ladies you are, the good moderators. You're learning since this is your first night being a moderator. Well, you was a moderator last night, but you know, but everybody's doing a great job. So I want you all to thank a nurse for their service. They do a great job. So I want to thank you all for being on my YouTube channel. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Thank you all that have subscribed. I appreciate you beautiful people. God loves you all. Good night.